Hello, wonderful folks of YouTube land. You're looking quite fabulous today. And wanted to tell you about a project that I did in my house about a year ago. It's actually, if we pan the phone up, we're going to see the bright light that I put there. And I got 12 of those lights. There's currently 6 in the garage here, and there's 6 in the laundry room. And the reason I did that is because the previous owners of the house right now only had 2 drop lights in the ceiling. If we look over, we can kind of see that hole. And there was about 100, either 100 or 120 watt incandescent bulb there. One bulb for this main room of the garage and one room for the back room. So as we can imagine, it was about as bright as the dark ages out there. So I went on to Amazon and I found some really high-powered, but fairly easy on the pocketbook, I want to say maybe 2-foot LED thin light bulbs that ran on 120 volts house voltage. And so the very first thing I did, because the previous owners of this house had all the stuff in the basement on one 10 amp circuit, I have redone that for the most part. And I ran 20 amps out here to the garage because last year was COVID, or the big part of COVID when we had to social distance and all the public areas were shut down. So we had a little pool in our backyard. And the big thing we needed to work out was how we're going to get power to the pool from there. So I put a 4-gang outlet on my wall, as you can see right there, that powered that pool for a while. It now really does most of its work with our toolbox outlet strip. As you can see, I have the toolbox set up for perfect quick access convenience while it's being perfectly organized over there. So I ran the 20 amps out here. I hooked the lights up and everything. And like I said, I have 6 lights here, 6 in the laundry room. And then the next thing I did was on that, I'm like, well, because there's not a lot of outlets in my basement, I went ahead and wired in 2-gang outlets in the ceiling. So I have one over by the stairwell, and I have one over by my computer desk for my computer shenanigans and hookups. Then the last thing I did was, I already talked about the 4-gang outlet here in the garage. And then I ran the 20 amp circuit, and it basically took one of those big yellow spools. I think it's either 14 or 12 gauge Romex. I'm not exactly sure on my Romex. And then I ran it in here, and I put a switch in it, so as soon as you come through the door, you can flick the switch on or flick the switch off. And in the laundry room where I set it up, I did not run a separate circuit out there because these lights do not pull that much current. And to be frank, there's not a lot of traffic in the laundry room. So right now, currently how it is, it will be more than perfectly fine. But that's the story I wanted to tell you, and the little lighting project that I did in the house when I first got it as a DIY home project. I hope you guys are having a great night out there in YouTube land. If not, stay frosty and stay cool out there. This is Bizarre Fred signing off. Bye-bye.